Hey everyone, just wanted to bring attention to a tweet that I saw today because I think it's really, really important. Jonas Schinelli, who's a Bitcoin core developer for a long time and for the most part always seems like kept himself out of a lot of the politics here with all the scaling and whatnot. But today I saw that he was on Twitter saying, "Screw you, BitPay, just ordered stuff from Adafruit and you fools and you fools rejected my replace by feed transaction and haven't even told me in 2 days and only did because I asked where's my stuff. BitPay, you are just a distraction." Well, I'll tell you what's a distraction. Replace by fee is a distraction. We need to make zero confirmation transactions as safe as we possibly can. And there's a sliding spectrum from being totally safe to not safe at all. And it's a spectrum, and we need to be as close to safe as we possibly can on that spectrum. But a lot of these core developers, they seem to just think, oh, because an unconfirmed transaction that's not written into a block isn't 100% ironclad safe, we don't need to make it safe at all, so we should be able to double spend it any time, any way, for any reason. We warned you. All the people trying to use Bitcoin for commerce warned the people. When replace by fee came along to begin with, we said, don't do this. This makes Bitcoin less usable as money. But Peter Todd, the accused rapist, and a number of others here apparently thought it was a good idea. It's maybe a whole nother video on that topic with the drama that's going on around Peter Todd there. And man, I hope the truth comes out, whatever it is. But we can see on this tweet here, this guy saying, "Screw you, BitPay," right? Like BitPay has done more than just about any other business in the entire ecosystem to allow people to use cryptocurrencies for payments, to buy and sell things, which is great. That's what it's all about. And then we have people start trolling, Jonas on Twitter. Here's this guy, We Are All Bitcoin, says, "Samson Mao said BTC is a terrible payment system." I think he actually said it's a terrible, terrible payment system. Then this guy says, "Its developers have spent years ensuring that the payment function could be moved off the blockchain. Use Bitcoin Cash if you want fast peer-to-peer electronic cash payments. Not nonsense by replace by fee, which increases the risk to the merchant." Well put. And then Flowy the Hub says, "Let me get this right. Your complaint is about you sending a BTC transaction with a flag that says, 'I will double spend this later with a higher fee,' which gets rejected by merchants is a bad idea. Drama queen. Replace by fee is to steal from merchants. Child pays for payment should be used, or just BCH." And I think the best answer there is just use Bitcoin Cash. Every single merchant that uses BitPay, if they're accepting BitPay, they're accepting Bitcoin Cash, unless for some nonsense reason they went in and specifically intentionally disabled it. So, and the number of people using Bitcoin Cash for BitPay transactions is growing every single month. It's becoming bigger and bigger and more. And it just shows, like, I don't think I've ever met Jonas Schinelli in person. I don't have any problem with him other than he just simply doesn't understand the reason that Bitcoin became popular to begin with. Replace by fee makes it less usable for payments, not more usable. And if you want Bitcoin to be a good store of value, you want it to be as usable in payments as you possibly can, because the only reason anybody would ever want to use it is a store of value so they can spend it later. And if you destroy Bitcoin's spendability later, you destroy people's incentive to use it as a store of value today. And that's why I've sold the majority of my own Bitcoin to buy more Bitcoin Cash and other altcoins. And in the short term, it isn't necessarily the best investment. There's lots of ups and downs, but in the long term, I think that'll do fantastic because Bitcoin Cash is usable as cash. BTC no longer is. I'm actually recording this video from the blockchain.com offices today. Just yesterday, I was making some BTC transactions here. It was $25 per transaction. Why would I use that? And I'll let you guys know that I was paying $25 on BTC to move it, using Shapeshift's fantastic swap system where you can swap your BTC right into Bitcoin Cash or Ethereum or even Stellar if that's your cup of tea. And so I was doing that right there from inside my Bitcoin.com wallet. So anyhow, Jonas, I thank you for your interest in Bitcoin and thank you for being interested in it for a long, long, long time. But man, if you think replace by fee is a good idea, you don't understand the characteristics that make Bitcoin usable as money to begin with. So I'd implore you to go and think about that a little bit more. And in fact, there's an article here I have up that's written by Eric Voorhees way back in December of 2015, which is an appeal for ZeroConf. And basically, anybody should read this article. It's right here at news.bitcoin.com/an appeal for ZeroConf by Eric Voorhees. And he's talking about the recent edition of Peter Todd's Replaced by Fee Ignited discussion, he talks about how we want to make zero confirmation as safe as we possibly can. And the Bitcoin Cash developers are busy making zero confirmation transactions as safe as we possibly can, while the BTC, the Bitcoin Core developers, are intentionally making zero confirmation transactions totally unreliable, totally unsafe, to the point where merchant processors like BitPay refuse to take them, because why would you take a transaction in which anybody can reverse it at any time for any reason? So anyhow, I invite people to read that article, and if you're still on the fence, try using Bitcoin Cash, try using Bitcoin Core. It's clear anybody that's using either of them for payments will prefer Bitcoin Cash. So yep, that's it for this video. If you like this content, share it with a friend. See you guys all in the next one. So long.